Your life is being controlled by scarcity, and I'm going to explain it to you why. I've been working with a lot of entrepreneurs, traders, and I can see the same thing happening again. And why can I see it happening is because they're constantly living from wanting something. They're so focused on getting the end result. That's how I notice they are living in scarcity. And I wanted to give you guys this video to truly help you get through this scarcity part. The biggest key thing that I found in my journey and what I preach is the pedestal. So what I see is people who want to achieve something. Usually they put some kind of result, some kind of outcome in the real world on a pedestal. So what happens is, let's say it's love and money. What they will do is they use the pedestal or the stage and they will put love and money on top of that. They really want to have this. This is their core thing that they are looking for. Everything they do, manifesting, law of attraction, whatever it is, they're constantly putting that on the number one spotlight. It's like they want to have that money. It's like everything they're doing subconsciously is triggering them that they're not having it. Everything subconsciously that we believe is going to impact how we look at the world, is how we behave, is how we act, is what we do, and what eventually will create the same result, as within as without. So the key thing that we want to change is the importance, because when we add importance, it's going to create resistance. Whenever something is truly important to you, it's going to create resistance, especially when you're not getting it or when you don't believe you don't have it. Let's say you don't think you're good enough and you really value approval from others, recognition from others, then that importance in itself is going to create resistance whenever you have conversations, whenever you have sales calls, whenever you take a trade. Because the importance, whenever reality is not matching it, it will give you a bad resistance, a negative resistance. It will pull you back out of a state. It will pull you back to living from not having it because you're constantly craving it. It's so important to you. So what happens is, if we keep doing this, we get automatically subconsciously pulled into wanting, and we don't want to want. We don't constantly want to be wanting. That's the big issue. So remember, the importance that we put on money, freedom, love, whatever it is going to create resistance. So we cannot make it that important. It's whatever. It will happen. It will flow to you. Because by doing this, you automatically get pulled into wanting. And what happens is when we get pulled into wanting, and that's the biggest mistake that I see, if we want something, automatically it becomes important. Let's say you're attracting a soulmate, or you want to do an investment and you've done all this work. It's so important. This is the biggest investment of your life. It's probably not going to go well because you want it to work out so bad. It comes from lack, and you're outside focused. You're not looking internally. If you focus within, then you can realize that you already have it. And that's what we need to do. But, and that's the key thing here, we don't, and that's the mistake I made myself in the beginning of this journey, we don't want to be putting things on a pedestal in general. That's the big lesson here that people make mistakes in the whole manifestation business. What is happening is they put something on the pedestal. But before we do that, we got to fix what the issue is here. Because you got to be good with or without it. As within, as without, but also be good with or without it. If you're not good, let's say, like, let me give you an example. When people are trying to manifest their soulmate or that one special person, what happens is they are not good without it. They don't feel love, they don't feel peace, they don't feel abundance. So what happens is when they finally attract someone that is actually love, peace, abundance, it's gonna give them that feeling for a moment. But if you don't have it internally yet, it's not gonna fix anything. It's the same with money. So let's say you make some money, you make some good money, but you are not, let's say you make money, and let's say you don't make any money. So this is the big difference here. It shouldn't matter if you make money or not, right? And that's the key difference here. Because if you are good with or without it, what happens is when you're not making money, let's say you keep losing money, right? You keep losing money, you keep losing money, you lose business opportunities, you lose love, you lose whatever it is, business opportunity, whatever it might be, you should still be good. Or you're taking too many risks, but let's not talk about that. But if you're just losing normal amounts of money, or an investment goes wrong, a date goes wrong, whatever, you should still be good without it. Because what happens is people who are not good without it, who don't really have it, they will be conformed by the world. So every loss they take will pull them out of a state subconsciously. They will be focused again on the fact that they don't have it, that they're wanting it again. So every time they take a loss in dollars, they don't feel love from someone, they have a bad date, they immediately get pulled to wanting it more again. They get pulled to the state that we call lack or scarcity. So this is our scarcity state. And what happens is their reality will automatically flow from that. What will happen is they will focus on the things because they perceive the world as not having it. It will not happen for me. So what happens is they automatically start attracting more of it. And they're collecting more proof that they don't have it. But if you remain good, with or without it, if you truly embody this, what's going to happen is you're going to stay abundant. You're going to stay abundant. You're going to keep your focus within. And what happens from that is what we call flow state. Because we keep moving. If we stay in flow state, we keep moving. And the most important thing in getting somewhere is you keep moving. When I see a lot of entrepreneurs, when I see a lot of traders, content creators, people who are dating, whatever, the biggest reason they fail is they don't understand the law of momentum, which is a key one here as well. So we have the law of momentum, and they stop moving. Because what happens is every time this happens, they get triggered. Shit, I don't have it. They get pulled all the way back to here, to wanting, because they don't have it yet. What happens is one of the two happens. You get lack, you get scarcity, reality forms around it, you focus on the negative things, you create some negative beliefs. All people in my business are bad, all women are bad, all guys are bad, whatever the things are that will happen to you. But if you keep moving, if you don't allow that, if you're still good with, okay, I made some losses, well, I know that I'm good without it. I know that I'm good without it. I know that I'm a good trader. I know that I'm a good entrepreneur. I know that my business is killing it. I know that I love myself. So what happens automatically is you get in that abundant state and you absolutely keep moving and you trigger the law of momentum. And if you trigger the law of momentum, what will happen? I can guarantee you 100% you will hit success. There's no doubt that you will hit 100% success rate. Because the people that always failed, because the people I see failing all the time, it's not because they lack something. It's not because they don't have the skill. It's not because they don't have the money or whatever, the talent. It's because they stop moving. Because they stop making the content. I've been there myself. When things weren't aligned, I stopped moving. And I should have kept moving. But I needed to learn this lesson. I didn't learn this from a book. I went through this journey. And that's why I know you got to keep moving. You take a loss, you keep moving. Imagine going on a date. Imagine you're single and you're going on dates. That's a funny story. Let's say you're dating people. Let's say the first date you go on, it's not a good date. I'm going to just quit. Women are bad, guys are bad, whatever it may be. And you just quit. You stop moving. Of course, you're never going to find that woman. But if you keep moving, if you're still good, if you love yourself and you know you're awesome, you'll keep moving and you'll find it 100%. It's the same in business. It's how you do one thing, it's how you do everything. Write that one down. How you do one thing is how you do, and now you will recognize the first time me using this. How you do one thing is how you do everything. That's the key here that you have to remember. So when we fix this, being good with or without it, that's how we get in an abundant state. What happens is you will get shown resistance. So you can ask yourself these two questions. Do I still want something in life? When you're going through your day, ask yourself, do I still want something? What do I want? What do I want? I don't really want anything. It'd be nice. I know I'm going to have more money. I'm not wanting it right now because I know I'm going to have more money. I know I'm going to meet the best people, connect with the best people. My business is going to explode. I know that. So it doesn't matter if today a new client shows up. It doesn't matter if today a new client shows up or not, if there's a nice trade opportunity, if I miss a trade that I have to take or an investment, it doesn't matter because I'm not wanting it. And that's fully being detached of the outcome and of the conformity of the world. Do not be conformed by the world, but be renewed by the transformation of your own mind, as the Bible says. So there's two things that can happen. Do I still want something, or do I actually already have it internally? Do you already know that your business is killing it? Because you will keep moving. Do you love yourself? Because you'll keep moving. And that's truly embodying what abundance means. And that's what all these bullshit people online are not telling you. That's what you have to know. People are like, I gotta manifest this, I gotta manifest that. They get a little notebook. I used to be like that. And of course there's power in writing stuff down, right? I get that. There's power in that. But don't write it down from lack. Write some stuff down like, I know that I am awesome. I know that I have a crazy good business. I know that I have the most beautiful family. I know that I have all the money in the world. I meet the craziest people. I go to the craziest places. I already know that this is going to happen. And I don't want it. I trust universal timing. That's truly universal timing, God's timing, the creator, whatever you want to call it. That's true manifestation. And without making it sound stupid or whatever, that's how you should do it. So, these two things, always a question you can ask. Whenever you react to something in your reality, when you're being conformed by the world, when something happens you don't like, why do you not like it? Is there still something I'm looking for that I don't have myself? And then when you do this, you switch to, do I actually already have it internally? That's the switch you gotta make. And that's how alchemy works. It's not magic. It's very simple. So, a last thing that I wanted to focus on for this video, because what I did in my journey in the beginning, that's quite interesting for you as well. When we zoom back to the beginning here, when I was talking about the pedestal, we don't want to put money, love, success, whatever it is, on a pedestal. We don't want to do that because it creates that. But then again, having it on a pedestal was my biggest mistake in the beginning. I was like, okay, I'm going to put myself on a pedestal now. I'm not putting any girl above me. I'm not putting anyone above me. I'm putting myself on the pedestal. But there is a big life lesson in that. You're not above anyone. We are all the same consciousness. So there's this famous Netflix series, which we call The White Lotus. Lovely series, by the way. But the thing is, Timothy Radov meets with the monk is a beautiful thing, because what happens is the monk explains to him, we are all the same consciousness. It's so beautifully explained. And we have this sea, yeah, and we have the waves in the sea happening. And every time there's little droplets coming out of the sea. And that's us being born. But eventually, we return back to the same consciousness. And that's us. We're all connected. We're all the same consciousness. That's the sea. And the little droplets that spark from the sea, that's us. So we're all the same, because you might have realized already, when you share a beautiful moment with someone, you give them a beautiful experience, you feel good as well. Because when we grow another person, when we transform another person, we feel the consciousness growing. And we grow as a person as well. And that's beautiful. So that's a beautiful metaphor of how we actually work. So we cannot have a pedestal. Nothing can be put on a pedestal. You got to break the pedestal. Nothing should be on a pedestal. That's the key there. Because whenever you put a result, a relationship, a business opportunity, whatever, an investment, when you put it on a pedestal, what's going to happen? You think that thing is better than anything? What are you subconsciously saying? You're making it important. And importance is going to give it resistance again. Do you see what I'm getting at? So you got to break that pedestal down. There is no pedestal. We're all the same consciousness. We're all the same people. And that's how you truly fix this thing. There's a crazy amount of money out there. There is no result that is above you. You're not above anyone. So you got to break the pedestal down. So what's going to happen when we break that pedestal down? It's quite simple. There's 3 things that will happen. Let's start with this one. You're not going to prove yourself anymore. You have nothing to prove because we're all the same. Proving only exists when something will sit above you. It's like proving yourself to your boss. When you need to prove yourself to your partner, you automatically have them on a pedestal. It means you need to earn your way up to it. If there is no above, there's no underneath, there's no case to make. You stop auditioning for trades, people, opportunities, approval, your spouse, whatever. Because if you're all the same, you have the most beautiful relationships, the most beautiful connections, the most beautiful partnerships, whatever it may be. Because whatever it is, we're all the same. And that's the biggest issue in today's society. It's separation. It's not religion, it's not politics, it's not race. It's in general separation. They want us to be separated. They want people to be here. They want people to be here. They want there to be space between it. They want it to be separated. And that's the biggest issue there is. There is no separation. We are all the same. No matter color, race, politics, whatever it is, gender, there's so many things. It's all fugazi. It's all separation. There is no separation. There's nothing to prove to no one. No result, no person, no opportunity, no investment, nothing. It's all the same. It's all part of the same consciousness. So what's going to happen if you embody this? You will realize you're not needing to prove anything anymore. That trade you want to take, that's fine. That investment you want to take, I don't need to prove anything. I'll just make the investment and I'm good with it or without it. You see why this video is so powerful. You'll have nothing to protect either. The flip side of the pedestal move is arrogance, looking down instead of up. Same structure, just facing the other direction. Destroying it means you don't need to feel superior to feel safe. You're not elevated either. There's nothing to protect. Because when you put yourself on a pedestal, you're going to protect yourself. I used to do that. And it's good to put yourself first, right? Don't get me wrong. But don't put yourself on a pedestal. That's wrong. Because then when you meet people, you feel better than them. What is that all about? That doesn't make sense. I never feel better than people. I just feel like we're the same. We're humans. We're the same consciousness. We connect. We love food. We love going out. We love going on vacation. We all are the same people. Most of us. So when there's going to be conflicts, resistance will show up because you put yourself first. And what will that create when somebody is going to challenge you on that? And it's like, well, you're not that great. Well, you're a loser. Well, whatever. Then what's going to happen? The resistance will show up because you are on the pedestal. I am great enough. I don't need you in my life. Instead, when you don't have the pedestal, you just look at them as a human being. You're like, wow, I understand that you're maybe not feeling well or good, but that's fine. You don't judge them. You don't react to them. You just let them be. And that's the beauty of the pedestal, but also with the result. Because you will not lose your state. You will not lose your momentum. You will just keep going. You'll be present and abundant. And you will create the most beautiful results. And you'll manifest everything that you want. Because it's all fugazi anyway. We're all the same consciousness. And what's going to happen when we're destroying the pedestal? Destroying is going to mean you don't need to feel superior to feel safe. You don't need to feel superior. You don't need to put yourself on a pedestal to feel seen. That's what a lot of people do. They put themselves on a pedestal. I'm great. I'm a muscular guy. Look at me. I'm on the pedestal. I love myself. World, look at me. I'm great. I'm the best. World. And then what happens is you don't get it. They don't see you because you're wanting it. It's important to you. And then whenever the world is not watching, world, why are you not watching to me? It's going to bring you down again. And then lastly, outcomes stop being verdicts. That's the key thing here. If a trade, a woman, a launch isn't above you, then losing it or winning it, it doesn't say anything about your worth. You'll be good with or without it. It's just contact between two equal things, one of which didn't go your way this time. And remember, everything is connected and the right things will find you anyway. Because you already have those things, you already want those things. So the beautiful thing is, do not be conformed by the world. When you destroy the pedestal, these three things is what's going to happen. So what's the key thing here? There is no pedestal. There never was one to take. We're all the same. Everything is connected. That's how you truly manifest. But when you put things on a pedestal, you're setting yourself up for importance, failure, ego, all these negative things that we don't want, because these are things that indicate that you're living in scarcity and not in abundance. Being present, being equal, no ego, that's the things we need in abundance. That's why there can be no pedestal. So this is what I do with my clients who are stuck, which are big entrepreneurs, big traders. I have a few spots open to work one-on-one with me where we can do a deep dive in who you are as a person. You can just send me a message on Instagram. Here it is. Send me a message, send me whatever, alchemy, or I found your video, and let's see if you qualify to work with me one-on-one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please help the algorithm to push this to as many people as possible. Drop a comment and of course subscribe.